Working on a last minute bucket as a gift bag for a dad gift. So we're going to use this design and we're going to use adhesive for this project. So we've selected our blue that we're going to use. Now we're going to pick out a red adhesive vinyl for the star on this project since the bucket is white. So we have our designs already cut out. What we're going to do is go ahead and weed those designs using your Tweety pen. I think a lot of you guys already have this. It's a great addition if you don't. So we're going to go ahead and weed that. It was really simple using this vinyl. And again, if you haven't purchased any of the HTS adhesive, you should really look at getting into it. So we're going to go ahead and weed this design really quick. And as you can see, it pretty much peels off simply. So we have our design here, and we want to go ahead and weed out our second design, which is a quick star. It'll only take a quick second. And like I said, this is a quick, easy way to make a gift basket, a gift bag for a Father's Day gift. So I'm trying to get this to release. I thought I had torn too much of this off of here, but I think I ended up being okay. So you want to make sure you're peeling your adhesive slowly so you can get all the pieces there. And again, you can see where I patchworked a piece on here. I have a little bit hanging off the side, but you want to get your bucket in place. And you'll want to line up your logo and design in the area you want it, and slowly start from the middle and go out. So we can get this design down and applied to our bucket and get our transfer to release. Got a little bit of bubbling. We'll get that pushed down. You can pop this with a heat gun real quick and it will stay. So again, another quick idea if you don't have a basket or a bag, or want something other than a bag for your dad's gift or for anyone's gift. Our star shifted a little bit, but if you're really careful, you could peel this up and reapply it. But I would suggest that you be very gentle in the process, otherwise you'll be cutting out another star. So if you don't like its placement, you can try to go in here and reapply it to recenter it. Put the little bubbles that are in there, hit it with a heat gun or a small little needle, and that will go away. But we have a quick little gift bucket for Dad. We actually didn't have any wrapping paper for Father's Day, so what we're going to do is use this brown mailing paper we got from the Dollar Tree some time ago and make something to wrap this gift. So what you'll want to do is go ahead and cut your wrapping paper to fit. You'll want to go ahead and start wrapping this gift, and when you're wrapping the gift, you'll want to make sure you make the creases pretty known and pretty prominent. You're not going to tape it down just yet because you're going to take your creases and carry it over to your press, and you can either press on HTV or you can use adhesive. We'll try a little of both. So we're going to mix up this project for this design on the wrapping paper with some heat transfer source glitter, some of their matte, and some of their adhesive. So what we want to do is go ahead and start weeding. And if you notice, there's a lot here to weed out. You can go back in if you want to save. If I would have put a cut box around this, probably wouldn't have wasted so much. But the nice thing about HTS is you can kind of pat it down and it can be used later for something else. What I do like about their stuff is it weeds so simply. A lot of times I don't even have to use my Tweety for it. I can grab it from the side and literally just weed the design. And that's what's so nice. How many vinyls can you find that you can just weed by hand? So the adhesive we're gonna do last, we're gonna place everything kind of in the area that we think we want it to be in. And you can get your box for comparison. Make sure you're centering everything up. You have your lines on your paper you can go with. But as far as top to bottom, where you kind of want things to lie. We know we're gonna have Captain Dad about right here. So if you have any handy, I would suggest using your heat tape and cutting a couple pieces just to adhere to where you want your pieces to go. Get Dad here, so I want to get this piece up center with that T. Again, make sure that this will fit in its rightful spot. And then we're going to place these white hearts just above this in its areas and just below. And again, making sure the Dad isn't impacted. As always, you want to make sure you're using a Teflon sheet or something, parchment paper to go over this. Check your settings. I have this at 317. I'm going to do short presses with it just because we want to make sure we don't set the paper on fire. So now that we have this open, we can do a hot peel. It's coming off perfectly. Careful, it is warm. Now what we want to do is align this just right with our Dad. Again, I'm eyeballing this because again, it's just wrapping paper. But there you go. HTS used for wrapping paper.
For 300 more craft tutorials, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and remember to hit that bell. Thanks, everyone.